Hey and welcome back to Kallerhult Creations. Today we have a little blast from the past with a plan with me. If you saw my last video, you know that I am using an old Erin Condren Life Planner whenever I fancy doing a weekly spread filled with stickers. It's been a while since I last did a sticker week, so I apologize in advance if the footage is a bit choppy. I spent way too long time fiddling around and trying to make decisions where to put all of the stickers. The sticker kit I'm using is a printable called Snowy Days from Petticoat Bandit. During this video I'm going to hop back and forth talking a little bit about the sticker decisions being made, but mainly giving you a life update, talk about the year that has passed and what I plan for 2022, especially in regards to my YouTube channel moving forward. I filmed this video in segments over several days. Initially I added things I knew was going to happen during the week, and then I went back to add specific things that happen on each day. So 2021 was quite a tough one, as it was for so many people. I started the year off the same way the previous year had ended, with fever, respiratory issues and crippling joint pain. I tested negative for COVID so many times, but the doctors never actually figured out what was wrong with me. In all, I had fever almost daily for 5 months. As I had my health issues, the hours at my day job were decreased, so I ended up working there for only 2 days a week. I took on some commissions with my art business Kallerhult Creations, and I also participated in a university course about illustrating picture books, and that was so much fun. It was a great experience, and I had intentions to make even more study vlogs about that subject matter. Now it kind of feels as though too much time has passed since I actually took the class. Would you still be interested in more reflections about the course and what I learned? Please leave a comment so I know if there's still someone who is interested in that subject. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna put my study vlogs on hold until my schedule opens up a bit more later on, and then return to documenting my self-learning process through books and self-study classes. One of the videos I had planned to film that I didn't get around to filming was like the literature that was in that course. Anyway, moving forward. Back to the actual footage you are watching right now. It's been a hot minute since I did this on a regular basis, but I do find it to be a very fulfilling and a fun hobby, and I also like watching other people's plan with me videos or like memory keeping planning videos. It's a perfect element to keep me company while I'm drawing or folding laundry or doing something. I listen to the narrative and watch the screen on and off. I also like to see all of the different graphics and illustrations in the form of stickers. I feel as though a finished spread is somewhat of a little artwork or a collage of cuteness and creativity. Let's continue on with our little trip down memory lane. During the summer I had my very first paid vacation, which was such a surreal feeling. I've always been working either part-time or with seasonal contract or being full-time self-employed, so therefore I have never collected any vacation days. We had some lovely days on my brother's sailing boat and then a week or so in Stockholm, and it was a much needed with a change of scenery and the creation of new memories, since we sadly had to let go of our old Australian Shepherd Fendi just before our trip. Her health had been declining over the last year, and in even quicker pace her last months. I will forever and ever miss my little girl, but we got 12.5 years with her, so sadly it's an inevitable part of being a dog parent. They don't live forever. If you want to see some snippets of our summer holiday, I documented it in a vlog over at my Patreon. When I got back from my vacation, I tried to push for more hours at my day job, and with my business I was working on commissions, also illustrating some books and stuff, and I was also constructing my Patreon. I finally launched my Patreon October 1st, and it has been so much fun creating content for my patrons. I ended up with a whole new series over there called The Link Diaries, documenting the rehabilitation process of our dog Link, whom was in an accident and became paralyzed in both hind legs. To date, I have published 9 videos with his progression, and I'm currently filming the 10th video. Other videos that are exclusive to Patreon are talkative planner flip-throughs, sketchbook tours, vlogs, and art supply hauls. I did Vlogmas during December 2021, documenting family life and my work. It's such a fun thing to look back on, especially since, you know, what the kids are saying and they're growing up and stuff. If you want to become a patron, I will leave a link in the description of this video. If you have pledged to the Penguins tier on Patreon, you'll get a minimum of 2 exclusive videos per month as well. In October, I published 10 videos for my patrons, plus a podcast episode. In November, there were 5 exclusive videos and a podcast, and in December, I published a whopping 18 videos. And in January, there were 4 videos and a podcast, and yeah, so far I have exceeded the minimum of 2 exclusive videos each month. If you join the Penguins tier, you'll get instant access to all 37 videos. But you by no means have to back my Patreon. You don't have to stick around if you decide to pledge 1 month and catch up on videos. I appreciate any and all support, and just by watching this video you are helping me to bump up the statistic, making it more probable that YouTube will show my content to more people. Speaking of YouTube, for 2021 I had the goal to publish a video per week, but still acknowledging that I wouldn't do it at the cost of stress and anxiety, meaning that if I was swamped with work, I'd take a week off. Or if the editing process was taking too much time, I wouldn't sit up late into the night and I'll just push the video a week or so. And also to allow myself to take previously mentioned summer holiday, and then also during December, when the entire family was floored with the flu from hell, to not feel bothered about posting videos. In 2022, I'm going to keep that same mentality that videos should be fun and not something to stress about. And just to clarify, it is by no means you guys who are making me feel stressed. This is all about my own lack of tools regarding how to have proper expectations on how much I can get done, and especially how to deal with sudden changes to my schedule, such as having a sick kid at home instead of undisturbed studio time, or perhaps being called into work when I was planning to have a YouTube production day. I have started working in another store within the same chain of pet supply stores, so I doubled my work hours, and it feels sensible to decide that my goal for 2022 will be a video every other week, or, you know, when a video is done I'll post it. If it's 1 week, if it's 3 days, if it's 3 weeks between, I'll do it for fun. I'll enjoy making videos, but I think I'm putting too much pressure on myself when I'm like, every Friday it's gonna be a video, a brand new video. So, I mean, for example, now I'm sitting here on a Friday, the day I'm supposed to upload this particular video, recording the voiceover, still have some editing to do, and I got a text message from my boss asking if I could come in early, meaning I have no idea if I'm gonna have time to actually finish this video today. The reason I can produce more videos for Patreon is that I film the majority of them on my phone, and therefore I can edit them quicker than my proper videos, filmed with a proper camera and edited in Vegas on my computer. The videos are also a bit more impromptu, not thoroughly planned or scripted as I often do with my YouTube videos. I set that as a little guideline for myself when I started my Patreon, that I wouldn't put too much pressure on myself to create cinematic masterpieces. It would be like documenting what I'm doing when I'm doing it. The decision to cut down on the expectations I put on myself to create weekly videos for YouTube ties in with my word of the year, which is a repetition of previous year's focus word. It's sustainability. I'm really going to try to implement that word into my life, into my business plan, my day-to-day activities. My normal way of doing things has been for years and years, especially when I was studying at university. It's to go all in, work super hard, thinking that I'll relax once everything is done. But the thing is, I never take that break after a project is done. It's straight into the next project. And there is not really a buffer zone for, sick kids, injured dogs, bad mental health days, unexpected events, more shifts at work, less shifts at work, all of that. This also means I've been trash at resting. I have no prior experience to lean back on. How do you relax? I don't know. I see time off as more time to work. I'm trying to be mindful and finding little nuggets that fill up my energy, and I'm going to be careful not to forget these things when life moves at 180 kilometers per hour. In this spread, I'm primarily used the stickers from the kit and then some from Papershire, the Coffin Monsters Co., Stick with the Plan, Once More with Love, and Every Minute a Story. I didn't use many of my own designs at all, and the reason for that is that my sticker stash is running low. So I have decided that I'm finally gonna swap the toner in my printer, dig out my cutting machine from storage, and create some more stickers for myself. And as I'm doing that, I will also let my sticker shop, A Planner Piece, have a little pop-up shop on my Patreon. I have opened up a brand new tier that's specifically for stickers, and the pledge will be the equivalence of packing, shipping, handling cost, and then I'll invoice the total cost of the order. That tier will be shut down at the end of the month, so there will be no automatic withdrawal of money in the coming months. One of the reasons I closed my Etsy store was that I was working so much at my day job that I couldn't have a quick shipping time, I didn't have time to create new releases, and I was also not making enough money in comparison to the material cost and the labor that went into the creative process. The last one is definitely something I could have changed by bumping up the prices, but I felt very awkward doing that. Oh, and also Etsy fees and all of that. So now when I have my little pop-up shop, it's gonna run for the month of February, meaning I'll keep an open tab for all orders. I will print and cut them as I have time and seal up the envelopes in the end of the month and ship them out. This means I can release new designs as I have time during the month, and the customers can then add them to their order if they want to. As I said, I've opened up a separate tier for A Planner Piece, but patrons on my existing tiers, A Circus of Puffins and A Waddle of Penguins, will have free shipping, but they will also have freebies, and the penguins will get a discount. However, if you pledge to those tiers, that's a running pledge that you have to cancel yourself. If this works well, I will probably host a Patreon pop-up shop on more occasions. More stickers, perhaps something else, perhaps sell my original artwork, perhaps prints, I don't know, it will be fun. If you want to shop planner stickers, I'll leave a link in the description taking you to the info page on Patreon. If you pledge to A Planner Piece tier and end up not wanting to purchase any stickers, I'll refund the money that you pledged, so there's no costs in the end if you don't want to buy anything. I didn't leave much room for a talkative reflection of the finished spread at the end of this video, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about my reflections before all of the stickering is done. I love the overall look and outcome of this spread. I feel as though the colors really coordinate well, and whenever I pull a sticker from my stash, I tried selecting one that would go good with the color scheme. One thing I will do differently in the next planner spread is to place the work labels truer to the timeline. Now I pre-planned the work sessions, so I just put those on top of each day, except for Monday, which wasn't originally a work day, but I got called in. So the day doesn't have to be in perfect order and completely correct, but it still bothers me a bit when the morning activities comes later in the day. It's trivial, I know, but it's something I thought about. Okay, that's just about wraps it up. My rough filming plan for the upcoming weeks is to record a studio vlog for YouTube next week. Another plan with me, plan as I go for week 7. I haven't decided if that one is going for YouTube or stay Patreon exclusive. The week after that, I'm gonna record a dog vlog for Patreon, where I document what my dogs are up to during a week. how I plan out Link's rehabilitation and strength exercises, the foundation training with Zizou, what their diet looks like during the week as I am raw feeding Zizou, and also appointments such as dog class with Zizou, and I think we have a physiotherapist appointment with Link. I also have a bunch of footage to edit, such as a video with a bunch of DIY project, Harry Potter related DIY projects. That one is going up on Patreon. I have a Blackwing unboxing and review video that's waiting to be finished off for YouTube, and many more in the can, but no, not in the can, in the production line. I hope you want to stick around to see what content I'll put out there. I am really inspired and excited to create content, and especially now that I've decided that I don't have a specific upload day, I can do it whenever my schedule sees it probable and fitting. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Hej då!